After an unprecedented long period of no activity, the West Pacific has broken down and we now have 3 tropical cyclones spinning around. The 3 storms form a triangle. Typhoon Francisco has now weakened to a tropical storm and is Tropical Storm Francisco. Tropical Storm Lekima is still a tropical storm, and TD11 was a tropical depression earlier today and is now a tropical storm 2, though unnamed. Francisco was actually a bit of a tricky animal. It intensified to a typhoon as it approached Kyushu and may have reached hurricane category 2 intensity. And then it passed over the island and weakened, and then that's led to Tropical Storm Francisco now. Some disruption and minor damage, I think, occurred. Francisco is now forecast to make a turn through the Sea of Japan and head up towards where I am in Sapporo, so I'm going to have a quick look at the forecast. These are the surface winds from the European Center model, and you can see the storm heading into the Sea of Japan and sort of barreling its way through and up and towards the Russian coast there, and then coming across towards where I am in Sapporo and sort of broadening, expanding the wind field, weakening as it passes over. Here is the broader view from the GFS and from Tropical Tidbits, and try to ignore those 2 huge storms and concentrate on the one to the north. That's Francisco. We'll get to the other ones in a second. And Francisco comes in, brings heavy rain to me on Thursday. No, that's Thursday night and into Friday. One of the reasons why Francisco is due to weaken in the Sea of Japan is because this actually shows the boundary, roughly speaking, of the 26 degrees Celsius sea surface temperature contour. And it's only in this region, really, where a significant tropical cyclone can be supported. As soon as it moves up and then passes towards Hokkaido, it's entering waters that are a bit too cold to sustain a significant tropical cyclone. Alright, next up, let's look at Lekima, which is this thing round down here, and it is a tropical storm and heading towards this direction, and it is forecast to intensify. The current track is taking it on a direct course towards Taiwan, but when these storms get close to Taiwan, they tend to interact with the topography quite a lot, so I guess there is quite a degree of uncertainty in this region for that and other reasons. For some reason, I was having some trouble accessing the Joint Typhoon Warning Center site from in Japan, but I used a VPN and have gotten in, and they have actually named this tropical storm, and it is Crosa over here. But anyway, Crosa is kind of wandering off and may have impacts in the future, but let's concentrate on Lekima. Here is the track from JTWC of Lekima, and it heads off, as you can see, into Taiwan. But the intensity doesn't, according to them, increase, so I'll take a look at their discussion. It remains Category 1 hurricane strength typhoon towards landfall, and then some weakening, and then passing along the Chinese coast. So it seems that the main hindering factor is vertical wind shear at 20 to 25 knots over the system, which is holding back the intensity. However, this looks like definitely one to watch because it is a large system and it has a favorable sea surface temperatures. So let's see what happens.